Hey there, guys. Today we're talking about the possibilities of tasks in KotOR. It's a question people ask all the time. And yeah, probably. There's probably the possibility of a proper task in KotOR. I don't quite have the time nor the skill set right now to put together something like that. But there is the next best thing, which it's still considered tasks. It is tool assisted. There's a tool and cheat engine called Speedhacks, and you can get some task-like execution using speedhacks. So currently my game is speedhacked to be at 1/4 speed. So you see the fade in is long, and my character can move in slow motion. But I can also give very precise inputs. And this is how it would be like for a task. So the only difference is a proper task that, like what you're used to seeing, would have it slowed down to a single individual frame at a time with singular inputs, which is probably a possibility. However, a lot would go into that. What's interesting is menus move at regular speed. Well, not actually regular speed. The menus are slowed down too. It's just that menu execution is instantaneous in this game. So the task possibilities for that are overwhelming. And the thing is that what a task video would look like is that you would have somebody actually playing the game like I am right now with a speed hack active, and then we could speed up the recording to show what task execution would look like, because that would show the game at a normal execution speed. Only issue is this messes up the audio, because in-game audio is not affected by speed hacks. So there'd be a mute task, but nevertheless you could still see some interesting execution. And just to prove this to you, in a moment I'm going to show you all of this footage back at the speed it was before. At proper execution speed after this clip. And I'm also gonna do some stuff like some quick menuing, and then, take off the Sith armor, and put it back on, all that kind of stuff, and just show how this kind of things could look. And then I'm gonna give you a few other examples. So yeah, enjoy. So, as you probably saw, those recordings weren't really spectacular. The thing is that it all kind of comes down to the actual skill of the person controlling the player still. And also, for a lot of them, I'm just kind of messing around. So, though in general, this does have some promise. I was messing around with combat, and I was getting some issues with some combat locking, like the kind of stuff you'd see when you have VSync disabled, which was interesting. I wonder if running this at a lower frame rate as well could fix some of that issue. Anyway, this is just kind of showing off what might be possible with this. Well, actually, it doesn't show off much at all, really. It's just kind of, the only real impressive part of these is the menuing, because the menu is unbounded, whereas you still get slow animation speeds here, as the game execution is slowed down. And there's also, of course, you can probably notice some strange artifacting of the speeding up process. Though, anyway, one thing that I did come across, though, when I was messing around with this, is that people that can usually be soft buffered can be buffered with just a single force power. Except it's pretty hard, even in the slowed down state. Like, I was only able to do it at about 1/10 speed. All of the recordings you saw were 1/4 speed, which means they're sped up four times. So, of course, they could all be slowed down even more. It's just more frustrating for me to produce them that way. And of course, the common knowledge or sense leads that the more you slow it down, the more precise you would be able to do execution. Nevertheless, this is showing off what some of the possibilities really are, and yeah, this is the weird world of cheat engine speed hacks. If you want to try this out, all you need is cheat engine to do it. And inside the cheat engine application, there's just a check mark that says enable Speedhack, and below that you can set the speed and apply with the KotOR process selected, and you can mess around at different execution speeds. It's also worth mentioning that you can also speed the game up, which has its own strange effects. And if you were to put this back to normal speed, it would make your gameplay look very sloppy and bad, and your menuing look awful. But you see, it still affects everything. The execution speed matters. And yeah, those are cheat engine speed hacks. And this was some practical tasks that we can look at. Thanks for watching.